so much, been so dynamic on that CT side, starting in towards Secret, starting in towards Lobby. There was so many crunches, there was so many variations. I don't know if we're going to get that here on the CT side.
Well, see what we are going to get. We're going to get a darn good matchup because this is two of the best teams here in the server in Dallas, and we're hopping into Nuke to kick off this winners BO1 here in Group A. Let's get it underway. B4 starting on the CT side, the T side for NAVI.
Yeah, exactly that. And for B4, this is really good that they get to start on the defense. Take a look at VQ, though, and Lena's already lighting up flashbangs. They're crossing outside quite quick.
Yeah, very fast. VQ's already down here now. There is a rotation already here. Goddess is ready if they do come around the corner. Is going to spot out the first player, but can't quite connect the headshot. There's a lot of information, though, and well, Julie's going to spot the rest. They've managed to get through unscathed completely down to the B bomb site. Goddess is now trying to step up alongside Nani, and they both take a player down. Letty gets one back, but they're falling apart here, and that's a perfect hold for B4.
Yeah, what a great start, right? You got that crunch in towards ramp. You got the misdirection for NAVI trying to split on both extremities of the map, but B4, they rotate down early. They got the early warning system in place, and immediately, just like that, they take control of the situation, and they give NAVI no room to breathe.
Considering they were given so much room, right? That's kind of crazy to be able to get... They got down without taking a lick of damage. They had 3 players down through ramp, 2 through secret. They got to these advanced positions without taking a single shot of damage, and yet still couldn't find anything there.
Wild how claustrophobic it becomes when you got that false sense of security. And that's the perfect start. That's exactly what the desk were asking for out of B4. A strong kind of entryway into the server. It's the T side we're going to look forward to, but for right now, they've secured the most important round. For NAVI, we can take a look at the economy. Not yet going to be forcing in, as soon as I said Angelka. It's only a P250.
Yeah, and honestly, with the way Angelka plays, you want to have that little P250 there. It's a cheap investment. You've always got enough money for a P250. See if she can click any faces with it. Bit of a peek through Squeaky Door. Not going to spot out too much, except a little bit of shrapnel. Julie with the MP9 in prime position. Try and farm up some money.
Let's see it. Thinking about the ramp crunch, but actually, just a little bit of a reset. NAVI taking things slow, wait and see if B4 are going to aggress, maybe overplay their hand. Julie takes the first contact. Got yungher here with the MP9 as well, and VQ walks straight into the meat grinder.
Yeah, give as many kills to yungher as you can. That's exactly what we want to see if you're a B4 fan. We want to see that AWP out early. Nice little bait there. Hanka tucking into the corner so that she can get the kill when the wide swing comes through. So Julie needs to be careful here not to give up a kill. Okay, it's a few deaths coming through. Should be fine now. Angelka, sole survivor, and is dealt with by Goddess.
Yeah, let's be honest, 2 casualties isn't the end of the world, especially when you're playing with the SMGs. You can just immediately upgrade off the money you've made. So for B4, they'll be happy with that. It's a pretty decent result. The SMGs get the lion's share of the kills. And now for NAVI, they're not too worried at all. All the AKs in play, plenty of utility wrapped around the belts as well.
Yeah, and losing those 2 MP9s, having to rebuy into Pharmacist, almost kind of feels like you're on the free round still, right? Like, yeah. It's like you've not really had a chance to properly invest. You'd ideally want the M4s out, but is what it is. But it's going to be NAVI with a much better buy into this round. And they're going for a bit of pace. Flashbang over the top. Hanka is straight on in. Yungher does get the kill. And Nani on the side has found another. Oh, they are struggling to find any way into here. It's just on Delina now. She has found one. Knows another player still on the site. Has to find this fight, but Nani denies.
Yeah, really nice reactions out of B4 there. You see the smoke going into the corner that extinguishes the molly in towards Hut. You know what's up there if you're the CT side. It's going to be that change of pace. NAVI just testing the A site floor, but B4 able to ping-pong contact up towards Heaven and A main.
And good stuff from Nani early. Like, she's absolutely farming so far. Obviously, it is very early on, but is such a consistent piece of the puzzle here for B4. Like, always steps up on land, always reliable for the multi-kill. One of the best riflers that I feel like I always say goes under the radar, but I feel like we've kind of made sure she's definitely on the radar now.
Yeah, no, she is 100% there. Letty.
No. Oh, the bomb even landed right on the side. This is literally the worst.
Yeah, that is less than ideal. Bomb plant would have been quite nice. This is a little bit messy, but
warm it up, warm it up, warm it up. It's all good, it's all good. Here we go. A vintage Angelka 1v5 with the Deagle.
Yeah.
We all know it.
Took really the sting out the sentence by her just pausing there.
Yeah, well, look, no, she wants to see if anyone's going to face. Ideally, her goal here is just to find kills, do some damage, right? It doesn't need to be winning this out 1v5 as much as I'd love to see that happen, but a kill or two, that'd be nice.
It'd definitely go a long way. Peeking towards main. Issue you've got is there's just so many crossfires that are now being established. There could be a timing on towards top hut. Oh, shot misses out. That was the opportunity to do some damage, but Poppins puts her out of misery. 4-0 for B4 Demons.
We know it's hard to hit players on top of hut with the deagle, so can't really blame her there. Yeah. But now we get the real test again. Second real test. We got all the guns back out for Navi. I don't know if they'll have enough for the AWP for Vico or they'll opt to go for that one, but now they've seen yungher's got it out, I expect you're probably more incentivized to bring out the T-side AWP.
Call that an AWV.
AWV. AVP. That one in matchmaking before.
Yeah, true.
You yelling at me.
Please drop
AVP.
it. I need it. See, the thing is, with T-side AWP in, it kind of gets a little bit difficult if you're Na'Vi, unless you've got all this control outside. We saw how easy and free it was on the pistol. Obviously not going to get the same luxuries here with the full gun round. As mentioned, though, she has picked it up, so it'd be interesting to see where they start to kind of take this contact with the AWP. Maybe ramp could be a possibility, but B4 has shown that they're starting 2 there early.
Yeah, a bit of a slow one from Na'Vi. Not going to be throwing the smokes outside. Just going to be spreading out, seeing if there's any early contact. In fact, actually getting a bit of a nade stack through top, trying to punish Nani, but she's not playing there this time. Had been on a few of those prior rounds based on those tests that they went through earlier with that fast play.
Another wave of utility coming in now for Na'Vi. Different variation on the smokes, more diagonal, potentially looking to cross, but take a look at this aggression. yungher's been posting ramp the entire time, and she's got Julie in tandem for support.
Now, the issue is here, if Na'Vi don't actually go towards ramp, you've got 2 players kind of very invested here. It is going to be a fast flank, though, if they do come. Na'Vi are sus on this. Viku's trained on this angle.
Keep a look on this, because it's just Poppins on top site, because you've got the under control that's also been established by Goddess and Nani in B. Poppins tests and passes with flying colors. Huge double up with the famous. Goddess chimes in for even more. And as we're talking about the potential trip hazards, it's actually just a minefield for the Javelin.
Yeah, there's your Poppins Gander right there in the feed. Throw that one up on Twitter. What a hole with the FAMAS. That's a brutal position to be able to get that second kill. That long-range spray on just to the headshot angle, but that's Poppins. That's the player that we're hyping up with that mechanical skill, this young prodigy.
Talk about responsibility as well. The only player on top site, because you've got this control, you understand that the reactions can come in quite fast because you've got the ramp progression, you've got the secret control established. And Poppins can just play such a high up angle and just bait and switch her way.
Look how hyped she was. Now, this is also a cool dynamic in this matchup, just while we've got the pistols. We've got 2 players on either side of the server that are very vocal. And I don't just mean at the server. These are players that are going to get hyped. And okay, that's a kill to get hyped for. But keep an eye on Angelka and Poppins' body language throughout this match.
yungher. Oh. Leaving Letty's body completely on the floor. Repositions, and it's perfect. And here comes Julie. It's that perfect support network for B4. The AWP can always take contact and have the luxury that Julie's going to be there to bail her out.
Julie is everywhere you need her all the time. The perfect best friend. Always a shoulder to cry on or to refrag. Hanka. Oh, nope. yungher's going to get her with the Tech 9. Taste of her own pistol.
See some eco. She's like, is this for me?
For me? This is a beautiful start for B4.
Incredible.
This is what, I was a little worried about Nuke, right? I feel like maybe Anubis could have been a better choice, potentially. I don't know. It feels like with Na'Vi, their T-sides have really been a struggle here lately.
Yeah. They have been, and it kind of just calls upon the fact that we've got these new roles being adopted. Hanka's taking more of a lurking support role, and it was her influence on Nuke T-sides that's what made the Javelins so prevalent on this map. We were calling them the best Nuke team. We had an impact.
Yeah, and part of being the best team, right, that puts a massive target on your head. As soon as you're shown to bleed, people are going to be studying you. People are going to be looking for those moments of weakness. Everyone knows how Na'Vi plays Nuke.
Look at this setup. Goddess could potentially take first contact to bait Nani in further here. Na'Vi, they've got to clear every single corner. VQ doesn't quite spot out the head on top of Garage.
It's a hard one to spot. It's a very uncommon position. You're only really going to pull this out once or twice. See when Goddess decides to activate. Most likely after when these smokes go down and with supportive utility. There's that butt sticking out again, but oh, it's Nani activating. And now Goddess strikes, takes down 2 from the heavens. raiding on through. Even chance for a third, but no, PQ eventually deals with the long-range Glock. Puts it down to the 2-on-3. Certainly potential for NAVI to come back into this round.
We saw how good they were at building back in the mid-round situations against HSG. Obviously, T-side Nuke is a little bit of a different beast. Immediate repositions coming out of B4 as well.
Poppin's heard all of that run back there from VQ as well. The fake flash, ain't reading any of that. yungher's ready for ramp. Hanka's about to be walking straight into that. And you're not going to be testing A side in kind of a 2-on-3, I don't think. I feel like ramp is probably the more comfortable position to go to. So yungher's in the perfect position to stop this, but she has to hit the shot. The fake out doesn't fall for it. Oh, and she lands both. There's yungher.
That's so smart as well from B4. You're talking about the communication, the information being relayed. It's the instantaneous reaction for yungher to actually come off a passive position and then get involved. Be ready for the opportunity. That's your difference between the opener we saw against HSG and what we're now getting against B4 in this winners match. This is dominant.
Yeah, you know, and I don't know if it's just because I've been like sitting here all day watching all the games, getting all excited, hyped up, full of energy, ready for the finals or what, but this feels like a very fast-paced game of Nuke.
Well, it has been. It's been, what, like 10, 15 minutes? I know time flies when you're having fun, but for NAVI, this probably feels like the longest first half of their lives.
You see this great setup. It's such a cool play to pull out, and Goddess just tucking for so long as well. It's
so out in the open, and an Orthodox, it's the last thing you're possibly expecting. And we've given our plaudits and our flowers to yungher, but it's really good that she's stepping up. Everyone's getting so animated in the B4 camp.
Yeah, this is a team that gets hype.
Look at the deaths, and look at the kills out of NAVI, right? I mean, no one's higher than 3 on VQ. Looks to be a bit of a faster play out towards Hut. They've made it through. Full blind, though. Goddess is doing everything to support. I don't even think you can get the bomb down here in this situation, and that's really been lacking for NAVI.
Yes, it's been a struggle. Okay, if I was like looking at the potential matchups today and talking about ones that could have been one-sided, this was not anywhere near the top of my list. This is the bottom of my list. This is the one I'm thinking, yeah, this goes triple OT. Crazy, but an 8-0 start for B4.
And that's what you got to talk about as well, right? You have to really highlight the fact that NAVI are struggling to even get involved on these bomb sites. And that's a big risk because you are constantly in this little pendulum of just, we can buy and then we have to eco. And it's so hurting your morale each and every round.
Now, I can't hear you, Dallas, unfortunately, but I want to know, are you supporting the South Americans, sorry, same continent, well, South Africans.
I'm supporting Nuke.
The South Americans, because, you know, we saw that last time in Dallas, right? There was a lot of support for the South Americans. So if you're out here, who are you cheering for? Get loud, get excited. It's all happening.
Gun round now needs to come in for NAVI. Look at this variation. Lena's now getting a little bit aggressive. Goddess trying to get tricky with it on the edge of the smoke, but Lena's already in main. Smoke fades back, spotted. Great kill, but are you ready for the second player in towards Squeaky? Of course they are. In a matter of moments, it's all orange on blue. NAVI looking to get their first round on the board.
Yeah, this looks more like the NAVI I know and love. 4 quick headshots in quick succession. yungher denied able to get any more, so that's even an AWP that could potentially get picked up for VQ, but they're happy to finally break the drought and get their first round.
But with that being said, you got 3 players that are basically hitting max money for B4. So it's going to take several rounds in succession to whittle away this economy. But this was the most comprehensive round we've had out of NAVI Javelins so far. Good trade spacing in towards outside that picks up the rotation towards Hell. Because B4, they've always been looking to immediately repair damages if they lose the early player.
Yeah, look, NAVI just needed 8 rounds to warm up. It's all good, it's all good. They're here. Let's see how many rounds they can post in this tier side. Nani, did she get spotted there? Surely did. Surely.
Use that smoke to get out, maybe, but no, it's the AWP of yungher yet again to strike. Player disadvantage for that T side, and so many smokes being thrown up in their face, holding, impeding progress.
You can see that was Lena trying to get up to the same tricks with the outside lurking, but that time around, well, fool me once.
Look at Julie as well. She's already down B, so in case this ramp hold falls a little bit flat, you've got that second wave of protection.
Yeah, it's really great rotations from the CT side, but NAVI aren't going to overcommit. They're still slowing it down in the one piece of map control they have. Nani spotted out on the edge. Hanka just spams her down. Poppins tries to swing out, but it's another for Hanka. Goddess now has to come up big. About to be swarmed by the Javelins. Spears at the ready, and well, that bomb's just going to be planted. Are they ready for Goddess? She's walked around, denies it in the back lines, but Angelka, at least there for the refrag. And yungher not in a position to do too much here.
You do damage though, nice
maybe
shot.
not.
On towards VQ. Now thrown into the 1 versus 2 attempt. Bomb planted round the other side. They know exactly where she is. Thinking about going for the wall bang, but not quite.
Can you imagine? Just going to give this a look in. As you mentioned, so much money. Player stuck behind side. Doesn't know where the second is. That's the issue. You can see she's nervous. Worried about this swing coming at any moment. And there it is. Hanka, a massive round.
Smart after plant from Navi. They go for the 3-2-1. They move together as a unit. Ensure that, look, you're going up against the AWP. It can only fire off 1 shot. Worst case scenario is we get that trade immediately. No potential for error. And that was really nice, considering the A bomb site was really reinforced based off the information you get, yet again, from B4's extremity players. Julian towards Secret, yungher again the pick on ramp. 3 players, it felt like there was only 1.
Yeah, nice way to come back there from the 4v5 as well. So we'll see how they continue. Starting to get a couple of rounds rolling.
This is a smart pause as well. Typically when we take a look at timeouts, we also got to take a look at when they're called in, right? The fact that B4 have just lost a couple of rounds in a row, take 30 seconds, think, okay, this isn't going to plan. How can we reestablish ourselves? How can we mentally just reset coming into this? Because you don't want to give NAVI kind of any sniff at a victory because they will take it.
All right, 2 in a row for NAVI. Finding their footing here on the map that they made their name on during 2022. That's a miss smoke. That one's not intentional. I've seen that one before in a lot of pro matches at the sort of tier 1 level.
I think that's B4 throwing incendiary on the top.
Ah, absolutely.
Goddess. Good kill as a result of the gap. VQ looking to potentially use it to her advantage, but to no avail. Creeping through Secret, they're being chunked down by this utility.
Okay, but they've got the bomb down to Secret. This is actually a little bit awkward because now they can't really reset out of here. They've kind of got to commit to going down to the lower bomb site. And okay, has Hanka surely has calmed this? Has Poppins managed to find a gap here? No way. Oh. She was so loud, like a herd of elephants. But well, okay, no. Angelka. Okay, she finds the kill. Lena not looking. Now Poppins, they're aware of her, but she's done enough damage. Oh, that's a misleading headshot. But Hanka's walked into the site in the meantime. This is chaotic.
It is, but take a look at B. This is weird, because you need to get past Poppins to make it back to main. Letty will dish out the headshot, but damage has been done. Hanka now starts to try and gather some more space. Maybe flank Heaven. You got to get past Goddess. Oh, she's on a swivel. This all comes down to timing.
Yeah, if they can get Goddess, this is a really nice part to the A bomb site. Should be a nice plant, but no, Goddess checking it at the right time. Letty, the superstar of that opening match now, has to step up. The new caller for the squad, but can't quite get it done. It's the IGL for B4 that wins out.
Yeah, a smart mid-round as well from the Javelins. You know you've got that space because Poppins has been so aggressive outside. You know that the gap is probably likely in towards Hell and Heaven because your players would have rotated down towards B once you've communicated this secret cross. So it's a nice attempt, and you can always see, even hear it in our voices, how dangerous it still is, despite Navi having the numbers deficit.
Yeah, so can you explain to me how the smoke works with that incendiary, like on top, towards the top main there?
So it's literally just an incendiary thrown by B4, it just lands on top of the roof, the smokes come in, it takes a bounce on the roof. But it's extinguished. VQ extinguishes yungher's a little bit of a reign of terror, but Nani, I think she's definitely spotted Hanka, but she gets out of dodge.
All right, well, nice opener for VQ. That head-to-head, definitely one we want to keep an eye on throughout this matchup. Now, with that opening kill, you've got so much time to work with. That comes in the first, 20 seconds of the round. Gives you plenty of space, and you know you've taken out the AWP as well, and that makes ramp a little bit more enticing. And
that's going to keep Julie anchored on this position. You've seen the rifle be quite flexible with yungher's positioning. And Julie, on the off angle, does find one, but there's an immediate trade, and that's the space given up.
Yeah, really nice, the swing from Hanka there. Just the crouch off it, just to throw the crosshair off, just in case she's going to go for that same crosshair placement. Now that bomb can be planted. Poppins makes her way down here. Not ready, just another off angle, but no, Hanka just wide swings you, and what can you do? Hanka peek, comes around the corner, nothing to be done. And this might be a save for B4. Money even though it was at maximum just 3 rounds ago, is now at that breaking point.
Yeah, well, you've got NAVI Javelins really building into these rounds, and even though B4 won the last one, it was really expensive. So they're just going to pull away. Goddess has even recovered the AWP that was dropped by yungher at the start of the round, so this is looking pretty solid now. Because look, normally we set a target 6 rounds on the T side, that's pretty decent. Obviously for Na'Vi, I think we raised the bar a little bit higher for them. We maybe expect 7, 8. The fact that they can build back into this game, given the landscape of what it once was, that's a real testament of a championship formality team.
Yeah, I mean, this is a team that has played in championships, right? Katowice, they know what it feels like to be in a grand final, and the conversation coming into this event, and I think, you know, you did a little video where you sort of talked about it. There's a lot of people bigging up Na'Vi, right? Talking about them as the favorites, right? Which is crazy because they haven't won an ESL Impact event.
A lot of expectations. I think it comes down to Enigma Galaxy looking a little bit shaky online, but at the end of the day, we're saying they look shaky. They lost the best of 3.
About 2 best of 3s.
Well, yeah. But a best of 3 in the online portion of ESL Impact Season 3. There's a lot of stock in this NAVI Javelins roster. I think it's because the firepower of Letty as well really elevates this team to another level. Her anchoring, especially on Mirage, is just sublime. But we're not on Mirage, we're on Nuke. And now we get to go into round 13. VQ yet again with the AW. Julie's been relegated to a little bit of an MP9, but yungher's still back on the big green. That's a missed bit of utility, not the ideal start.
It's okay.
Yeah?
I think that, again, it might have actually slightly affected their decision-making. I felt like they were maybe going to get someone up close to red there, but that's okay. It's probably a good thing because you would be walking into a pack of Na'Vi players.
This is a new variation yet again out of the AWP of yungher. She's now going to greet them down towards the secret stairs. A key piece of control that Na'Vi have been angling for all half long.
Yeah, and they've got players down here, so they're definitely going to be coming to yungher. Question is, who blinks first here? yungher shouldn't need to move at all. Unless Goddess goes down, that's... Ooh, never mind. Goddess is the one dropping players. VQ with the AWP wants to take her down, and even Letty stepping up, but Goddess is just whittling her way away, escaping their gaze. Couldn't escape them forever, though.
I was gonna say that was a smart reposition, but the Javelins just pinch in on Garage. Smart incendiary as well. That brings yungher up the stairs into the scope.
Yeah, that's the issue, right? With Goddess going down, yungher felt like she needed to be the one that makes the play then, because she can't just have the AWP stuck downstairs, not taking contact.
Got to communicate. The heaven is open. Nani adjusts somehow, some way. And then Julie steps in from ramp, but it's going to have to be her versus the world. There's only 2 players remaining, and Na'Vi reset vent.
Yeah, Julie's been a bit of a clutch mistress for this team, right? So I wouldn't be counting her out, but it's a difficult one to decide to go for, right? You got the AK, got all this utility, a kit. You want to be giving this up this stage of the game, but then winning here would be everything. Give it a look in at the very least, and it's a very passive post plant for Na'Vi. Julie coming from this direction, going to throw the utility. That's going to let VQ know that she's on her way. That door open and straight into the crosshairs of the Polish sniper. 4 now on the trot for Na'Vi.
Yeah, feeling pretty good. Again, smart mid-rounding in towards outside and yard. That was a really good isolation on towards Goddess. Even though she's dropping the smoke, she can communicate, hey, they can go in towards main. But guess what? They want to take beyond that. We've seen that a few rounds out of Na'Vi now where they want to take space further beyond, try and wrap A from both main and heaven. And whilst Nani does adjust, it's still a big weakness in the defense.
Yeah, now look, 5 likely on the board. I mean, this is a far tail already from that 8-0 start, right? B4 are on an absolute roll, but Na'Vi unable to be put away. This one should be a formality. All right, don't quick switch. No, it looks cool, but just don't.
I mean, that rifle can be recovered. I mean, that's a win. If you're B4, I mean, economic damage just doesn't matter now at all. You're in the penultimate round of this first half. Plenty of money in the back pockets of the T side. So, yungher, you get the AK out of there. You try and support your team in the best way that you can, because that means that you can drop it over, you can buy an AWP, and then there's plenty of util. But let's take, again, just a step back and say, what a fantastic recovery this has been from Na'Vi. This is exactly, I think, more the Counter-Strike we expected, rather than what we saw in the first stages of the game.
Yeah, absolutely. But like, yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe just a bit of jitters, a bit of nerves. Long day to open things up. You know how important each of these matches are, right? Because you got to consider for NAVI, right, the team on the other side of the I know they're thinking ahead, right, and they're thinking about Enigma Galaxy, right? They have to be. That's the name that's on their brains. And, well, if you don't top your group, you end up versing Enigma Galaxy, most likely.
Yeah, probably. It's got to be in the back of your mind. And you want to take the easy route, right? You just want to go straight through to those playoffs. You don't want to worry about elimination, BO3s. You want to just take the pressure off immediately. Some of these players as well, I mean, I doubt they're going to be sightseeing all day long, but at the same time, maybe some first-timers in Dallas.
Yeah, absolutely. NAVI just missed out last year after losing the playoff decider online against Bigger Keeper. Nani taking some aggression, but loses out. Hanka able to adjust. That's a rough one to be losing early. Goddess, again, a lot on her shoulders. That spam comes a moment too late. All those bullets disappearing through the smoke. Now Lena, really nice position. I don't think they know that she's dropped on top of main here, so she can do a lot of work if Goddess isn't careful.
I don't think she'll move at all. She's just going to be that player that waits and locks in these rotations if NAVI end up on that B bomb site. Poppin's now filling Nani's shoes. She's pressed in, taking space with yungher. And that's a lot of information. Typically when you lose outside, it's a very common reaction for the CT side to try and employ. But now you've got that, you need to make a decision. Are NAVI going to commit down in towards the B bomb site? Or are they going to try and wrap us yet again in towards heaven?
Still plenty of time for NAVI to work with to make this decision. You can see B4 just no idea where they were. Well, they're just checking. See if anyone snuck through. Yungher's in charge of main. The only other avenue they can go is B. Now, they got one player down here at the moment. Now, when do they rotate a second? That's the question. They can do the fast vent drop if needed. Hanka can't really get involved. You see, she has to play so passive on this lobby lurk because of that health that she has.
This has been heard as well. Julie now communicating it. You can see it on the face cam. 20 seconds left. NAVI raining utility in towards the ramps. Double incendiary to try and restrict. Hanka strikes in towards lobby. And VQ clears Julie. Are you serious?
That's insane. Goddess goes for the hero play just to deny the bomb going down there, knowing that they can win by the clock. But now it looks like it has to be Poppins. A 1v5 means she has to give it a look in. But this is looking like that 6 for NAVI. Yungher now coming on through, and Angelka puts her down. A 9-6 half, NAVI recovering.
Yeah, looking very strong, right? I mean, what was B4 domination turned into the NAVI Javelins territory. We're going to see how B4 can respond.
8-0 start for B4 turns into a 9-6 half with NAVI playing catch-up and now on the CT side.
It was 9 rounds that B4 got when these two teams last faced off, and as Des mentioned, 0 on their T side. That needs to change. It needs to begin with the pistol. Glass already breaking. Julie. Oh, not getting decimated by Angelka.
Yeah, flashbang was beautiful. She's managed to drop on down. Now she can just tuck into the vent. Nani's found one as well. And look at all the space they've taken. A pistol round would be a good start for B4 on this T side. They're in a good position to do so far. 5v3. Goddess fighting with Letty over towards Hell. And, okay, VQ... Wait, VQ just got 2?
Yeah. This is dangerous. Oh, maybe it's not. Lena, though, comes in from lobby and does deal with Goddess. 1 versus 2. Still very achievable here. She pokes her head just through the doorway. Now having a look at Control, where she looks to establish some of it, but can't convert onto yungher.
Yeah, even if yungher had gone down there, it was the bait and switch setup with Nani tucked into the corner of Control, so they always had control, literally and figuratively, and definitively. So pissed around, going the way of B4, the perfect recipe to start their recovery on the T side, and I mean that in the grander scheme of their T sides on Nuke versus NAVI, not in this game where they are in the lead.
Yeah, look, that was a really nice little pistol as well, because you got the distraction, the diversion in towards Squeaky. It's sold even further by the fact that Angelka falls early, and then that space is just gathered up by the swarm of B4 players overflowing in towards ramp. Julie, very aggressive, continues up that vein and will even catch off guard. Hanka, a little bit messy, but she does get the job done. This forces the hand of NAVI now to go in towards lobby.
Okay, Hanka's like in a position just repositioning, like just in response to that drop. How do you expect Julie to be there? It's 20 seconds into the round and she's on the B bomb site. That's speed. That's what you love to see. Completely catches this force by off guard. Bomb planted as well, and yungher's dealing with the rotation, so chances here are dwindling, and they dwindle even further. A nice kill back for Angelka, but for her, now it's all about saving that AK. This round's a bit of an, oh no, for NAVI.
That's a green room joke.
Australia joke.
It is.
I'll whip some more of those out, and we have FlyQuest up next. Looking forward to casting Bibi out, but you know, we'll get there when we get there.
Absolutely. You see that Viku as well got that gun. She rerouted through lobby. It's not only to help out Angelka, but just pick up another rifle. So all things considered, despite B4 winning out against the force of NAVI, the fact that they take 2 rifles away, deny now their defense can bolster a little bit more of a punch coming into the follow-up round. So they won't be too disheartened with that.
I can see a few faces from the ESL Impact scene in the front row seat there in front of B4 over. So we'll see what Angelka can do with the AK. VQ with the Galil as well. So if there was ever a pair to have in the upgraded weaponry, it's those two I'd want them in the hands of.
Look at this off angle. Being adopted by Angelka, just trying to shroud herself in a little bit of mystery with the smoke, but gets out of dodge, wants to make sure that this isn't favorable, and B4 try and hit upper. That's an AK that's been gathered over to Letty, but instantaneous trades come out.
Yeah, lack of armor, a big issue there. Even though you picked up the rifle, as soon as the body shot comes through, there's nothing you can do. VQ still has an opportunity to cause disruption. This smoke is going to be an issue, but Julie's got no health, so not even looking the right way. So this kill's free, puts in a 2-on-2. Hanka's found one as well. Suddenly it's onto yungher. Has to do it all here and has the advantage against Hanka, but VQ's still going to be an absolute pain. There is a kit, you can see it's just been collected by VQ. Headshot angle, yungher spots one. Repositioning, trying to play around the silo. It's not planted for her. She's dropped VQ though. That's the difficult target remove, so Hanka now has a lot on her plate, and yungher makes sure she takes her fill.
Yeah, that's really smartly played by yungher as well. She can see that she's trying to look at between 2 angles, but she's always sure she's only exposed by 1. And NAVI, if you got the armor on one of these players, and one of you doesn't and is left a little bit lacking, surely they go first. They try and body block these bullets to try and enable yourself in the retake.
Yeah, Vicky had the kit as well. Like, yeah, she should never have been the one taking the contact there, but I'm not sure they expected to find themselves in that position either, right? They kind of gifted 2 kills, and, well, yungher, bit of a clutcher. 17 for 9, having a great game here. Has the AWP out as well. The run boost too. Oh, spots on top of there. It doesn't matter. VQ's dropped Goddess. Now who's the one playing from the heavens? A little bit of a parting gift given over by yungher, but she gets away with the opening frag.
I mean, yungher from B4 Demons trying to send VQ back to hell, but not quite working out. We'll reset Very deep in towards CT. Good counter utility as well, being thrown out by Hanka. Allows her a little bit of space and allows the AWP to reposition back.
Hanka's jiggling this. I think she might have spotted something there based on the reposition, although, yeah, just a little narrow angle now. BQ's there as well, holding from hell, doing a lot of damage. It's forced off by the Molotov, but it's now two-player advantage. BQ can still lock this down, and you've got Hanka to deal with if you want to go down towards ramp. Difficult position for B4 to find themselves in. Yes, you've gotten ramp, but what can you do with it?
Exactly. It's a good key piece of map control to find, but you've got NAVI Javelins in all of these positions where it makes the control completely redundant. You can see that B4 agree. They want to reset, but they need to get past Letty, who's in top hut.
He talked about her being a fantastic anchor player. Lena can also come up the vents or can greet them if they drop, so whichever way they go. All right, Letty, oh, turns away. Timing's not there. Nani just takes the contact, and Julia chopped Angelka as well. We're back into the even standing, but Lena comes up the vent. The bomb drops. Nani kills her teammate there. It is a 2-on-2 now, but still a good position for B4. Bomb planted. VQ's running through it. Julie's providing the cover though. Low on ammo, but Hanka in a difficult position.
Because she was so desperate there, do you expect Hanka in towards heaven as well? Enough time has now passed to consider the angle. You can see that Nani, crosshair trained on the position. Decent incendiary to try and flush them off, try and cause a little bit of chaos, but Hanka can't find the kill.
Yeah, that one feels like maybe a couple of unenforced errors there, really, from Navi, right? That was a 5-on-3. They had full control. They knew exactly where B4 was, but they kind of let them walk into A. Letty was the sole defender. That was a disgusting shot. That's VQ, though. That's what we expect, right?
Yeah, especially after all the hard work done. We're talking about Hanka's good discipline on ramp, using her utility proactively to allow VQ to come in and find that actual second kill in the round. But it felt like it was very individual out of Navi in the tail end of that round. B4 able to swarm the bomb site. Yungher, scope him, being very vocal that she's outside, and VQ, his hand cannon could pack a punch.
Yeah, that round really felt like it was Navi, the start of Navi's CT side, right? They get to post around on the defense. This is where it gets scary. You've just got Deagles here. I mean, there's armor and a few players, but there's a likely chance 14's on the board. VQ in a position to do something dangerous. Oh, the trigger to split. Oh, they're walking past. No! Oh, dear. Oh. Oh, no.
It happens.
Listen, it happens, Deagles. They don't always hit. Letty's does, though. All right, recovery. Can't quite get the follow-up. Oh, okay.
Nice shot. Potentially more as well. Running out of bullets in the magazine. Allows Lena an opportunity to find one more. 2-on-2.
None of these rifles can be recovered, though. That's the issue. They're all dropped out in yard. Hanka's now going up towards heaven. Lena is loud downstairs, and I think that's given her a spot to walk through. Coming on over, drops one. Oh, Hanka, that is unbelievable!
Yeah, lovely stuff on the Deagles yet again. Viku, sure, she doesn't find a kill. She gets all the information. And take a look at the response times from Navi. It's instantaneous. And suddenly, they're encroaching on you from all different angles. One in the secret stairs, one on top. Your crosshairs going left, right, up, down, hokey pokey for B4. And Hanka locks it in.
Incredible from the Desert Eagles. We talked about how important that round was. It looked like it was going to slip through after that little misplay from VQ, but the rest of the team stepped up and delivered. Poppins going fast, runs through the flames, eaten up by Angelka. She's just continuing to fight here. Letty by her side. Well, that's a pistol kill from Nani coming through, but Letty's still here. Should be easy enough for her to deal with. Yungher got us with the Glock. Does overwhelm Lena. That should be all she gets there. Glock at that range, never going to get too much done.
Fair play, though. That's a couple of pistols being mixed in with some Kevlar. It gets a couple of kills, trying to overwhelm Navi. B4 have never thrown pace on this T side yet, so it's a nice new approach. But Navi, they pass it with flying colors. Now it's a full eco. That's the reward.
To think that the pivotal round was the Deagles. Now, it's a long way off, but if Navi now dig their feet in, start to build up that defense, put up the brick wall, B4 will be looking back on that round with despair. Still a long path ahead. At least this next step should be easy enough. Hanka up on high. The smoke means that she can get some nice fights as they come around. That'll be Gray's screen, and she can get one and fall back safely. The smart decision, a leg comes through, Hanka finishes the job, VQ with the USP. Between the two of them, nobody gets past.
Yeah, easy pickings, what you expect just against the Glock round. But you're right. I mean, look at, yet again, you've got B4 taking a very good lead in the opening stages of a half. That was 4 rounds in a row from the T side off the back of building up the pistols. Nuke highlighted it in his little corner, right? He said, look, these pistol rounds, they're so important to get the momentum going. B4 trying to hijack this map pick of Nuke. And yet again, we're seeing another pause. Coach on the mic, directing orders. Gun round, yet again, going to be invested here for the T side.
What a win this would be for B4 if they could pull it off. Can you imagine? Straight on through. Top seed. Your likely opponent. 9 Pandas. FlyQuest. One of those two. Maybe Shimmer. Maybe Nick the Galaxy. Who knows? Still up in the air. There it is. Hey, we get to see it in practice. 2 can play that game. Massive gap outside. A lot of information. Letty gets delivered a kill. Julie walks into her waiting arms. Already a great start for NAVI.
That would be too critical, but there's a number of opportunities in which B4, these opening kills could have maybe just fallen away from NAVI Javelins if they just checked their corners. We saw Vico on the Deagle round. We've just seen another example there where if you're not crossing your T's and dotting your I's, it can really start to cost you, especially against a team like NAVI Javelins. Now with this opener, you can see how patient NAVI are playing. Angelka just giving a little bit of a shoulder. We'll drop the incendiary at a moment's notice if she sees anyone from B4.
Yeah, ready for it. Re-smoke comes through to Squeaky as well, so that's going to slow down this play from B4 significantly. And, well, you know this is just going to be the pop, surely, with these positions. Goddess can swing through from main. She can come on through, try and catch them off guard. In fact, she's going to start to walk around now. Bit of information, but waiting for the contact to come through.
Great flash. In fact, it was a team one. Never mind. That's disastrous from B4. Good trade out of yungher. Goddess strikes in towards main, and suddenly, well, it would look a little bit dangerous, but look at the combined health of B4. It's minimal. You're working on scraps and Viku. She's thriving in amongst all of it. yungher might be allowed a bomb plant here, which would be a nice little consolation.
Yeah, better than nothing, and, well, look at their money. Every little bit counts. Bomb goes down. She hears 2 drop. That gives a bit of information. Now, the question is, where's the play at number 3? Fakes the doors. Coming on back. Repositioning. Just manages to get up in time as they come around the corner. Surely not. Surely not. She's got the first kill. Now her position's known. The orb tucked into the corner. VQ doesn't give it up. Takes her down and denies the clutch.
Yeah, smart. Yet again, a successful retake. This time you're leading with the AK to get the information. Have the orb trained on the angle. And then you've got the insurance policy as well, flanking in to ensure that yungher can't get up to too many antics. But like, what's interesting is we are seeing, yet again, a good resurgence out of NAVI, but I need their kill distribution to kind of close a little bit. Their floor is quite low with Letty on 8. Their highest on towards Hanka with 21.
Yeah, I think the bigger flag here in some sort of variation of red is Angelka only on the 10 kills, right? See if she steps on it. Imagine she will as this progresses. Ooh, VQ spots 1. Does have to fall back. Goes for a timing shot instead. Lena just charges through the smoke. Bold as ever. Getting a couple of kills to her name, but overwhelmed eventually. Shouldn't be too much of an issue, though. It is just these pistols. Poppins has collected herself an M4. VQ, that's a little bit scary there. Does go down, but just going to be the 2 casualties, so not too bad.
Yeah, not anything to worry about, really, as well, for your NAVI Javelins. After winning so many rounds in succession, your bank really is starting to swell. And now the pressure is applied, right? I mean, it's 4 rounds in a row already. In fact, it's 5 for NAVI Javelins. This game dictated solely on momentum. B4 needs to put a spanner in the works.
Yeah, when you consider that NAVI haven't got any pistols, no conversions, no gun rounds early in those first, like, 3-4 rounds. It's a pretty damning scoreline, in fact. Angelka going to get involved early. Goddess has definitely heard this, despite the chaos of the utility. So Angelka's position surely clear, but Lena's here too, and this is the extra component. Lena might go down, but Okay, well, Angelka's not needed. There's just so many layers here. It's like an onion.
And this is your biggest difference that we've seen out of NAVI Javelins CT side and B4's. B4, whilst they did look to contest this control, the difference is NAVI are being proactive. They're actually pushing beyond red. I don't think we saw one round where B4 tried to attempt it, but it was their failed flashbang that denied them from doing it.
Yeah, that did happen, didn't it? 3v4. Hanka's just playing with the smoke, ready to drop that one as soon as she spots a slither, so we should see that coming through shortly. Fake utility over towards top side. Oh, what a shot from Julie. That's the issue with that slither angle. It's into the 3-on-3, and they've gotten fast control down towards B now. Bomb has made its way down. You've got the lurk hanging out here. Vicky was so thorough, though. Oh, my God! What a shot from yungher. Vicky had her dead to rights. That's unbelievable, but Letty, oh, Letty has done double. That's it, yungher, a 1v2. Does have a bit of time, but the bomb is out of her control. She knows it. She knows that two players are spotted down here that she has to deal with.
Yeah, for sure. Creeps on round, spots one, but Angelka will decapitate her. 13-12 now. NAVI Javelins are within one round of equalizing the scoreline.
That's so unfortunate that they lose that position, right? yungher gets that kill. They have the player advantage. It feels like they've found a way back into a round that they really had no right getting back into. That's that great kill from Julie as well. That's insane from yungher to be able to find that one. But yeah, Julie just misses the shot. That's all it is. Letty's wide swings when she opens the door, so she's a bit at the off angle.
I think it's a bit scary that you plant that open when you don't have control of double or single. Right? Nice shot out of Viku. Just before her vision gets impaired, yungher dropped.
Yeah, the play there was to get the bomb down through vents. The rest of the players come through ramp, try and overwhelm and meet with you. But with the bomb dropping there, even if they found purchase here, which they don't, because Hanka just absolutely shuts them down, the bomb is out of their grasp, and it's not going to be put back into it anytime soon. Not with what these two are working with. Yeah, that's the bomb, Letty.
Yep. Right there.
You're the bomb, Letty.
Ooh.
Oh, I hyped her up and she got nervous.
It's fine. It happens. Only one casualty. That's the main thing. NAVI are now winning these rounds, and they're winning them very convincingly. The only real, I feel like, threat that B4 have had outside of this streak that NAVI have been on was that previous when they made it down into the B bomb site.
Yeah, this is a revitalized NAVI after an incredibly slow start.
And also, think about what B4 have tried. They've tried going outside, they've been shut down. You try these fast A plays, have only worked maybe once or twice. Go towards ramp, you're dealing with Hanka, you're dealing with Viku. What can you do?
It'll be for an aggressive team, right? So, you know, they even mentioned that in the media day interviews, right? Just how much they like to take the fight. So Goddess was saying, we know that from this team, from the teams in this region, but B4 has kind of perfected the art in a lot of ways, but it's not quite working out for them. Maybe something a bit more regimented, a bit more slow, a bit more defaulty is the answer here, but they don't have much time to come up with a solution.
The thing is as well, if you're playing against an aggressive team, as NAVI Javelins are, they're not going to really extend the issue all too much. BQ will have a very advanced line here in towards radio. Might be around the corner. That's to Julie's detriment. Immediate trade potentially. She's repositioned all the way back. There's so many different angles. Poppy does find Letty. But that might be an opening.
Yeah, it's 1-for-1. I think Letty went aggressive through HUD at the same time that aggression was taking place on Rab, just to catch them off guard while they're trying to deal with the AWP. And to be honest, a 1-for-1 in that position is not too bad, because now you're in a 4-on-3. And B4 are limited to the lobby.
Exactly. That's the only piece of control they have. You can't go outside. I mean, you can. There's a smoke wall that could potentially be put down and available. But instead, the bomb definitely is committing in towards lobby. Still just under a minute left to work with. There's time for B4 to reset.
Angelka forced off. Flash on through to allow the drop. She does drop one and the bomb. Angelka doing it all on the hold. That was the avenue through. One player had to get on down, but couldn't get past that double setup. yungher again left in an impossible situation. Saving the AWP might just be the best option for her, given how it's about to be 14 for NAVI, and you kind of want something to work with into the next round. You'll have the full loss bonus, so you will be able to get a buyout around it. So yeah, saving for yungher. That's going to be where we go, and that means NAVI, finally, as we go into round 28, will have the lead.
I think the placement of the utility there was just slightly off for B4. You need yungher upstairs to be able to drop that top hut molly, but if someone takes her smoke, they can just drop the vent smoke to allow them to just potentially cross on through. Instead, you've just got to lead with a flashbang, and NAVI have got complete vision on your exact plan.
Well, after the first 4 rounds that B4 picked up on this T side, it's been nothing but NAVI. And that's Angelka getting hyped, the hype woman for the squad. Fire and ice in her belly. Nothing could be stopping NAVI right now, it feels. I don't want to say it, Brandon, but I'm thinking back on that Deagle round already.
Yeah, me too. Me too, Lucy. That is really gonna be a tale. And it might be one chapter that B4 live to regret. Viku taking space outside yet again. Posting very passively. Just waiting for any contact to come her way. This is a default smoke will be in line.
Yes, this is what I was mentioning earlier, right? Just going for something a bit more standard. The late outside smokes, after all that util's been thrown by NAVI, you then sort of give the guys of, where are we? Are we going for this? Oh, there's a gap in it. Okay, never mind. VQ gets the information, takes a name, Goddess dropped. And throw the smoke walls. That's the one that is normally a little easier to land, bit unfortunate. If it's thrown by hand, it can go off a bit. I know, I've definitely done that a few times. They do manage to get on down, but definitely not secret about their approach through secret. Oh, it's okay.
It's okay, yeah. Nice repositioning as well, because you've got Lena, you've also got Angelka that's now occupying space in towards the B-bomb site. So you get past one. Oh, like that. You still need to get past Angelka. But you got to remember, B4, 30 seconds, you don't actually need to commit to this. You can go back up the vent, or you can try and scramble back up towards A.
Yeah, VQ's coming on back up towards top side, but there are 2 players downstairs. VQ's actually going to get the information. No one's outside at the moment. Angelka here, Hanka at the ramps. These are the 2 players that have to step up. The rifle queens for this team. Poppin spotted with the bomb, dropped with it as well. Angelka is doing it all for NAVI. And that might just be enough. Oh, she wants another as well. Why not? 15 for NAVI.
Yeah, and I was talking about, look, you got 30 seconds, you have to make a decision there and then. B4 are caught in 2 minds, and it's the extra couple of seconds that really makes the difference. Say they got that kill on towards Lena, they just aggress, they split from both decon and double. At best, Angelka gets 1 there. Because that is an insane entry from Nani.
Yeah, that's nutty, and I feel like we haven't really had to mention Nani much on this T side, but she was the one doing a lot of work on that CT side. She's known as the kind of rifle core of this team. She's the one that's always consistent, stepping up. 20 kills on her, in fact, but need to find impact.
Back 50.
Yeah, it's a lot of them.
Into... I was going to say go aggressive, but we've got a very slow round of the SMGs.
You don't expect the Mach 10 rush if it comes 30 seconds into the round rather than the first 15. Goddess is the one in charge of the utility. Yungher's up there too, so they'll have a double barrage, which does just mean there's only 3 players coming on through. 3 players on the side to defend. The flames coming through are going to keep Angelka at bay. She's burning, but that smoke is the perfect time. The counter Molotov as well, and the second rain comes on through. Letty gets 1. Now flashbang's good. They'd almost line up there, but it's Hanka coming on over from the heavens for a double. A 2-on-2 now made into a 1-on-2. VQ, AWP in hand in heaven. Peers on through, misses the shot, brought down incredibly low. Now they know exactly where she is. They know that she's tagged. It's going to give it a look in. Plenty of money, so why not try and do it? But a difficult clutch, just waiting now. Trying to sow the seeds of doubt about the reposition, but B4 aren't biting. They double up under heaven, in fact. Waiting to see if she peeks on over. That AWP going to be spotted surely as soon as she tries to go anywhere close. What a shot from VQ. Surely not. 8 HP, a 1 versus 2 made into the 1v1. Yungher beneath, and Yungher is the one that comes out ahead. An AWP delivered. And a 30th round.
Yeah, Viku looking to be victorious, but not quite. Instead, we do see the full 30. And you're right, it was that double layering in towards the A bomb site. And the fact that you got the trade space in there really tightly woven out of B4, making sure the SMGs are packing a punch. The utility was really well placed to soften up. NAVI Javelins on the way through. And they pretty much got everything at their disposal to try and force OT.
Yeah, what a time to finally get your first T round. 5 back 10s, backs against the wall. VQ again with the aggression. Lena's found 1 just through the spam. Julie dropped. So already the player disadvantage from B4. Again, the outside smokes come through, but VQ has not budged from this aggressive angle. Oh, she's guaranteed a kill here, surely. Can fall back into the smokes as well. Oh, it's just the leg. Damage done though, repositioning to red. She wants to continue to fight, get involved, and take this home for Navi. Nani on the other side, peeks straight on through. VQ strikes true. yungher and Poppins now, the only remaining members for B4. The only things keeping them in, and VQ is putting them down. yungher in the 1 versus 5, bomb out of her hands. Teammates disappeared. It's all on her shoulders. And VQ makes sure that it's a Navi victory.
What an insane comeback from NAVI Javelins, not only on the CT side, but also in the first half. Gotta reiterate it, 8-0, translated into 9-2, and then giving yourself a foundation to work with are the Javelins. What an incredible show on their home turf of Nuke.
Yeah, an incredible...